Good morning, Ron here with your daily inspirational quote. Gratitude. This one is big, 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 big. Gratitude goes beyond the mine and thine and claims the truth that all of life is a pure gift. In the past, I always thought of gratitude as a spontaneous response to the awareness of gifts received, but now I realize that gratitude can also be lived as a discipline. The discipline of gratitude is the explicit effort to acknowledge that all I am and have is given to me as a gift of love, a gift to be celebrated with joy. It's difficult at times to be grateful for something that happens to you that is unfortunate, an accident, or you lose your job or whatever. It's difficult to be grateful to say, "Oh, I'm grateful for this." But there's a saying going around that everything happens for a reason. I believe everything that happens for a reason is because of you. But I'm going to say there's a small percentage of things that just randomly happen, good and bad, because we're in a large universe. We're all connected. So sometimes if you're not living on purpose and you're not focused on the things you want in life, then I call it you kind of live at default. You just it's like going to a restaurant and not asking if the waitress comes up says, "What do you want?" And you're just like, "I don't know." You don't know what you want. You have no purpose. You just let somebody choose for me. Just bring me whatever. Bring me the special of the day. And it might be fish, and you're allergic to fish. So, I mean, ultimately, it's your fault because you didn't choose. Does that make sense? Uh, so unless you're living on purpose and you're purposely intending on certain things to happen, then when something bad happens, then you can say, okay, this is for a reason because I want this goal here. God wants me to have that, but I'm having to go through this process to get there. But if you don't have a focus and an intention on what you want, then you're just kind of it's like just going on a trip and just traveling. You don't have a destination where you're going to go, so you're just letting life happen to you. So it's hard sometimes to be grateful. It's hard to stay happy. It's normal to get sad and upset when things happen. Don't think that being grateful means that you have to be happy all the time. Your purpose, your goal is to wherever you're at, if something bad happens or you're sad or depressed, it's to be a little bit happier that day in that moment. It's like the tide. It's going to ebb and flow. So, it's your job to raise yourself up from whatever happens. It's normal when something bad happens to you to be upset. That's normal. That's our emotions. Our guidance system tells us, hey, something's not right here. Let me reflect. I'm going to go over just a second here. That's why I depend on the serenity prayer a lot. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You got to get to where you can decide really quick. Okay, is this something I can change? Is this something I can affect, or not? Then I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm going to move on. Give me the serenity. If this is something that I can change, is this something I have control over? God, give me the courage to change it then, and give me the wisdom to know the difference. Okay? Always be grateful. You can always find a reason to be grateful. Always try to be a little bit happier each day, each because it's going to come and go. All right? And then learn how to decide what's the difference. Can you change it or can you not? And move on. Don't live in pity parties. Don't live in sadness, depression, and being upset and the small petty things. All right? To your happiness, health, and prosperity. I'll see you guys tomorrow.